Hey everyone, this is the SSW AI team. Welcome to Sprint 15 Review and Retro and Sprint 16 Forecast. So let's jump right into it. Looking at our Sprint 15 Review and Retro, it's been a while, bit more than a month, primarily because everyone on the AI team got pulled off onto client work, which is a good thing in the long run, but it has been a while since our last sprint review. Taking a look at our sprint goals for our previous sprint forecast. Our first one was to get the Crystal Ball V4 done video out, but before that done video, we received quite a bit of feedback in terms of how Crystal Ball was looking and changes that needed to be done before this. So this goal has been missed. And the second goal was to get Sophie GPT into production, and that was partially achieved. Do you guys want to talk about it, Luke and Jim?
Yeah. So for Sophie GPT, it's been deployed to production, and we are asking several people to do current testing. We got feedback, and also got feedback from Adam. So we're currently resolving those comments.
Awesome. So this is actually done then, right?
Yeah, I think a scope is deployed to production. Yeah, canary testing is something else. Yeah.
Awesome. In terms of internal hours, over the past month or so, Luke was on the team for 3 days, myself for 2, and Eddie for 1.
This is over the course of the month.
Yes, because we were all on client work pretty much. Just barely dropped in from time to time. In terms of the sprint backlog, the completed items were 2 Booking Pro bugs that the account managers asked me to fix on the one day that I was back on internal, and a Sophie GPT deployment to production. So it's in the next sprint. This upcoming. Yeah, technically that's in this sprint, not. I don't know. It's because Monday is like sprint 16. It's semantics. But in terms of what's carrying over, we have a bit from Eddie. He just needs to wrap up the booking templates in Booking Pro. He won't have much internal capacity, so I'll take over for that. And Sophie GPT has their canary testing that still has feedback that needs to be addressed. Luke, do you want to take over screen share and show it off?
Yep.
Sounds good. Go for it.
Who's given a test pass?
Oh, I need a full screen.
You mean for canary testing?
Yeah.
I think Lu Zhang give a test pass, and also let me just bring that email. So Lydia give a test pass, and Willow.
Are you following the canary testing SSW rule?
Yes, I do, but I haven't updated the Excel. Yeah, I will do it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and currently it's Jim. There's one issue with events, so yeah. And I will show you guys. So quick overview. So we have SSW Sophie GPT, which is on our Teams app, and you will see this all supported commands. And so right now you can ask Sophie GPT like any question, like website, our events, our GitHub, and also email templates in the SharePoint. So here are a few examples. Like give me some rules. You will see there's some links is referenced, and also email templates for work from home. And you will see the sugar learning item and also the docs. And we also support some like existing customer queries. So you can still ask like who is in office now. Yeah, and this is for our overview. And next I will show you some bug fix we did in last week's. So the first one is this one. So it's reported from Adam. So when asked who is on the SSW design team, it's throwing error. And also when asked who works on TNSMS, data is not correct. For example, Tiago is not working on TNSMS. And from image, good looks like it worked on most, but it's not correct. So I fixed this bug. So now it answers correctly for design team and also for TNSMS. So data is correct. So the build will mean for like internal build. Yeah, so Ivan is worked most. Yeah, there's some like data fix, and I will show you some other fix. So from Lydia, there's an error when asking about appointments. So it's showing like asking which person it's not correct. So I added a guard, so it will ask you to specify a name. Yeah. And in the future, we are going to have like Outlook MCP, so it will know who you are and just answer your Outlook appointments. Yeah, so there's something we will do in the future. Yeah, and another bug fix I want to mention is from Willow. So when asked like a Yuli's email, it's wrong. So it's showing like email like this. And it is because we are using CRM integration and which is not very stable. So we switch back and we are using like generative answers from our people
Sorry,
API. So it can give like a more stable answer. Yeah.
Sorry,
and we are going
Luke,
to,
that's a strange. I didn't understand it. You're calling CRM and
Yeah.
it's unstable, so it's giving you back the wrong email address. I don't.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. Like, if it's unstable, it's not going to reply.
Stable,
Does
I
it
mean,
give different? Does it give different answers for that same question all the time, or the same answer all the time?
it'll give different answers. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it will like this. Yeah.
Really?
6 o'clock like
I
check.
cannot understand that. Is that?
Yeah, it seems pretty crazy.
Are you sure? Are you 100% sure it keeps giving you different answers?
Yeah, I tested a few times. Yeah, so the answer sometimes is not correct, and also we are just adding like the CRM table. There's no way to do like filtering, so it will contain some like ex-employees. So the data sometimes is not correct. Yeah.
Looks like you couldn't figure out who Yuli is, right? You ask for the mobile number for Yuli. There is a user with the name Yuli, but no mobile number is available. Wait,
Sorry.
you didn't actually ask for the mobile number either, did you? asked for the email.
So from Willow, he's not asking the mobile number. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty weird.
And I think there's also another one from Adam. Let me bring that one. Yeah, so there's another bug related. For example, when asked for Yuli, because it's generative answer, so it answer like no mobile number. Yeah. And next one, same question, so it answer with like a mobile number.
Which model is it using? Looks like a 3.5 turbo.
So it's still using 4.1. So we tested every model. I tested with Dream. 4.1 is the only one that is stable. Yeah, the other model, it has some like a weird like a error. Yeah. So we are still using 4.1.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that the only model you can use?
Sorry, what?
Is that the only model that you can use?
It has some like GPT model as well as some like cloud model. Yeah. There's
Why are
some
we,
new.
yeah, but why are we using such an old model as 4.1? It's
Because
like 2 years old, isn't it?
yeah, because it's the only one that is stable. Yeah.
State.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I think we will have a like time to revisit those models and just doing by switch and to test, yeah, which one's better. Yeah, but based on testing last time, I think it's last month. Yeah, so it's still like 4.1.
Okay.
Cool. All right, sweet. I'll take back the screen share then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke. Screen should be all good. Moving on, the sprint velocity is quite bad, and that's because we planned our initial sprint with the idea that I would be on the AI team for the week, and then I almost immediately got pulled off onto client work. So the 24 points estimates, we didn't quite reach out to that. It should be much better this upcoming week.
But I think the other thing that you didn't notice is it looks like you had 24 working days.
24 days is the sprint
Length.
length.
Been
Yeah.
24 days since the last sprint review, yeah.
That should say that change that column heading from working to days. or sprint length or something.
Days.
Sprint length.
I think generally working days is correct. It's just that this is an exceptional circumstance, so I should have changed 24 here. Well, in most circumstances, this would be working days, right? Because you'd have the correct amount of days in terms of
Why is it incorrect in this case?
because it's just AI making the assumption that, hey, this is the amount of working days because it was X amount of.
There were 24 days. You weren't working.
I wasn't working on the AI team.
And sprint length isn't quite right though, because if it was sprint length, it'd be 7 days typically, right? But there's 5 working days and 2 weekend days.
Yeah.
So I don't think sprint length is the right thing. Maybe working days is right. I don't know.
Rather than put working days in, correct it.
Yep.
Or put an extra column which is sprint length.
Sure.
That'll indicate how much.
Maybe you should say sprint length in just 1 week.
Sure thing. I'll just add it to do for myself before I send this off. Add a sprint length. In terms of R&D and AI stats, we didn't do much of it this week because this was more of an ad hoc sprint review, sprints planning, because it was just myself that's on the project full-time this week. In terms of AI tool usage, pretty much everyone on the team remained the same, except for the fact that we were using Fable 5 now that it's available on subscriptions for a limited period of time. And yeah, that is pretty much the sprint review and retro email, as we didn't have an official retro this week. There goes the screen share. Let me bring it back up. Moving over into the sprint forecast, our 2 goals will be to stand up Armada in the cloud for Crystal Ball. That would probably require some talking to with Tom in terms of what's the best option. Yeah, I imagine it would be piggybacking. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably just using the default model.
Which defaults to Opus.
Yeah.
Yes. And our second sprint goal is for the Sophie GPT team, which is to resolve all of the Canary testing feedback.
Hold on. Where's
Yes.
Crystal Ball?
Crystal Ball is the first task, is to stand up Armada against Crystal Ball to address all of the points.
So you're going to do the feedback for Crystal Ball?
Yeah,
That's
with
it.
Armada.
Oh, Crystal Ball.
Yes.
Oh, can we change those words?
Yes, can do. And cloud to use for Crystal Ball. How's that?
Okay.
That's all good. I'll keep it moving. The team for this week are myself, Luke, and Jim. Luke and Jim are both part-time and will be working on Sophie GPT. As for the sprint backlog, it has grown quite a bit because it's synced up with all of the work that I was doing today. So I had Armada running locally on my machine, and I've done a bunch of Crystal Ball changes throughout. But the goal is still to get Armada up in the cloud and pointed at the Crystal Ball repository. And for Luke and Jim, their primary PBI this sprint is to address all of the feedback on the Canary testing PBI. There's no questions. We'll move on into the AI stats, which we don't have for this week, as we didn't have a standardized sprint review to get the stats from, but they will be back again next week. And that brings us to a close. If there are no questions, you can find all of our sprint review and planning meetings on the SSW AI channel. Thank you guys for joining me this week. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, Michael.